Hi there. This video is all about gratitude and really breaking down the who, what, when, where, why of why we should use it and how it works. If you're like me and have heard that phrase many times, especially being young and having your grandmother say to you, "Oh, be grateful for what you have," when you wish you had, some toy that your friends had, and feeling like gratitude, yeah, I get it, but is there really incentive? Is it really all it's cracked up to be? Well, if you've had this feeling or attempted to leverage gratitude or say things that you're grateful for in the past and not quite having much success with it or not quite noticing a full shift, then be sure to tune in. In addition, I will share with you a strategy you can use to actually leverage gratitude as a way to help manifest some things that you're hoping will come your way. But to start, I want to tell a little bit about my backstory. So I grew up in a household where scarcity was pretty prevalent. We didn't have a lot of money. We were always busy, a lot of kids. My parents had to work constantly. And so there was a lot of chaos and instability and, of course, limited resources. So us kids were sort of left to fend for ourselves and spent a lot of time with my grandmother because my parents worked so much. And she was notorious for being that woman who could just make the best out of any situation. She could turn a curtain into a dress, and she was a master of resources. She could just make anything work, and she was always so humble and grateful for everything that she had. And so I grew up hearing this from my grandmother, and I was a rather stubborn, don't follow the rules type of kid. And so I often pushed back. I really pushed back really well into my teens, even early adulthood, on being grateful. Instead, it was about, forging and creating success for yourself and digging deeper and using willpower. And so this concept of gratitude, while I got it, I didn't really buy into it fully until many years later when I started working in performance psychology and positive psychology and really learning a little bit about the science behind what's happening with gratitude. If you didn't know, gratitude is actually one of the most heavily researched emotions in the field of positive psychology because they've found it has so many phenomenal benefits to your biology. One thing that they noticed is gratitude can, as you might imagine, increase connection. And it can increase this connection within your body as well as connection externally. It also has what they call an undoing effect to stress. So gratitude actually can help repair the body from stresses experienced previously or within that day. So practicing gratitude is really an amazing way to help heal and prime your body. So in work we did with the military and some of the research they did, they would show even just in 14 days of writing down 3 things that they were grateful for. They'd have, different bodies of subjects try this. And they just would take 3, do 3 things a day that they'd write down, and they'd write why they were grateful. And just in 2 weeks, these subjects were reporting all sorts of incredible benefits, like better sleep, less depression, less stress, more happiness, more connection, more presence. So really amazing results in just that short period of time. So there's a couple pieces that are really important about this. It's not just experiencing gratitude, it's how you go about it. So when you just state or say something that you're grateful for, it's just verbal, right? If you actually take a minute and state why you're grateful for that thing, you actually can notice a shift. Or if you ask somebody something they're grateful for and they just say the thing, and then you ask them, well, what about that made you so grateful? And they dive into the experience a little bit, you can actually see a change in their physiology, their body posture. They look lighter, they smile more. You can physically see and feel it. So this is a really critical piece to experiencing gratitude in hindsight. And this is what creates all of those phenomenal chemicals and benefits in the body. In addition, these studies had people writing. So when you add a layer of writing down things that you're grateful for, in addition to explaining why you're grateful, to feel all those things, it also has an ability to help reprogram the brain. So this is another layer of creating that undoing effect. So gratitude itself is a really amazing tool. And I recommend using it to prime yourself. This means tee up this sensation first thing in the morning. So whether you meditate, whether you have coffee, whatever your morning routine is, I recommend taking a few minutes to do this gratitude process at the beginning of your day, because what you're doing is you're setting your body up for success. You're really juicing yourself up with these amazing chemicals, this amazing sensation that allows you to be more present, be more calm, be a little bit more happy, be a little bit more alert, and take gratitude into the next part of your day. This leads me into this sort of bonus version of gratitude. This is something I call gratitude. Now, gratitude typically, if you think about it, you're referring to something that's past experience or current experience. So you're grateful for something that has just happened or is happening to you. And this is what allows us, because our brain knows this, it trusts it, it allows us to really experience these chemicals. Well, when you're there, you can also start adding in gratitude for moments, sort of future memories, as you might think of. So be in gratitude for that trip you're about to take in December, a gratitude for that new home you're about to buy next year, or whenever it might be. So I recommend adding this little twist to gratitude and watch how it starts to help manifest those things into existence. Because what you're doing is you're almost tricking the brain. So when you're in this state of gratitude and you're imagining and feeling all these experiences that led to this feeling, then you start to stack these future memories and the certainty of these feelings, because it's marrying with the past stuff. It actually kind of hacks or tricks the brain into believing, wow, these things already must have existed too. So that's why I call them future memories. So this is a really powerful strategy I recommend. Taking that morning practice and start with 3 things you're grateful for, why you're grateful for those things, make sure to write them down, and then add 1 or 2 gratitude future memories that you can add to the mix. And just notice what you start to experience. Again, results and benefits you'll notice potentially within that first day. But if you stay consistent with this, in just 2 weeks, you could notice drastic changes to your rest, your recovery, your sleep, your overall well-being. So give this a try. And if you're curious and you want a little bit more structure, I created a daily tracker journal that talks you through how to do this process and adds a few extra pieces that I've cultivated from working with a lot of high achievers, successful people, top performers. These are all tools that they use to maintain successful, thriving life and achieve great, amazing things. So if you are interested in that, feel free to click on the link and you can download this for free. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this video and give this technique a try and enjoy your gratitude process. I'll see you on the next video.